Hello, everyone, and inside today's bonus episode of Locked On Canadiens, Sean Farrell, Montreal Canadian. He signed his entry-level contract this afternoon. I'm going to break down what that means for the Habs and why everyone should be excited inside today's show.
Locked On Canadiens, your daily podcast on the Montreal Canadiens, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a bonus episode of Locked On Canadiens. This is a Sunday edition. That is a very rare occurrence because, well, folks, we've got great news as always. Before we get into that, thank you for making us your first listen of the day every single day, whether you are listening wherever you get your daily podcasts or if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for subscribing there. I am your host. I am Scott Matla. Of course, the Active Stick will be back later on this week. Don't worry, 3 Up and 3 Down is still coming on Monday. However, I had to turn around, stop what I was doing on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in Buffalo because we've got Canadiens news and we've got very exciting Canadiens news. And you know what that is? Sean Farrell has signed his entry-level deal with the Montreal Canadiens and will join the team Monday in Buffalo, New York. Turning pro this year. He is not going the Jaden Struble route. His contract is not sliding into next year. He is joining just the Canadiens this year, which speaks very much to what they think about Farrell here overall. I'm going to bring up his contract things here. Thanks to Eyes on the Prize for having this already. He's agreed to a 3-year entry-level deal. He's not over 22, so it's not a 2-year deal with any slide. 2022, 2023 through 2024, 2025. Obviously, the hard part about this is that means the Harvard Crimson were eliminated in grand fashion against the Ohio State Buckeyes in the NCAA tournament. It's a disappointing end to a very good season for Sean Farrell, who led the Ivy League in scoring, was top 3 in the NCAA in scoring, was Ivy League Player of the Year, was previous U.S. Junior Player of the Year. He has been absolutely dominant at the NCAA level. If I go and look up his stats here, in 2 seasons, one that he lost to COVID, 58 games played, 30 goals, 51 assists, plus 27. Sean Farrell has been nothing short of incredible. And if we go back to the USHL, where he played 4 years, one of which I believe was a year with the US NTDP junior team, 20 points in 34 games. A second one with that before he joined the Chicago Steel. Farrell's been nothing but an incredible point per game player. He's got an under 17 gold medal, an under 18 bronze medal, led the USHL in assists in 1920. USA Junior Hockey Player of the Year, USHL Clark Cup champion with the Chicago Steel, first team All-Star, 72 assists to lead the USHL, 101 points, USHL Player of the Year, ECAC champion, and he's a finalist for the Hobey Baker this season in the NCAA. Sean Farrell is just that guy. His contract here, where was it? It was right in front of me here. Annual value of $1.1 million a year, including, I believe, bonuses and everything in there. He is foregoing his senior season at Harvard to join the Montreal Canadiens here. And if you're wondering why I'm excited about this, Sean Farrell is the small goals boy playmaker edition, in that he's such a cerebral, smart player that he makes plays happen that you are not anticipating. A lot like Nick Suzuki in that regard, in that you don't really see the lane until you watch the replay and you realize what he's already processed 2 or 3 plays ahead. And the Canadiens were extremely lucky to get him in the 4th round, no less. He was projected anywhere from late round 1 in some draft circles to about round 2 or 3. And he slid because, quite frankly, he is small. He is 5'9", 175 pounds soaking wet. The difference is he doesn't need the physicality to make up for the rest of his game. He plays such a smart, focused contest that I'm very excited to see what they do with him because he can play center and he can play wing. I am not anticipating them sliding him in at center right away, but I've been wrong about other things. But Farrell on a line with shooters who tend to thrive in quiet space, a Yessi Alonen, for instance, there is going to be a very interesting thing. Because I thought for sure that he would go to the Laval Rocket because they need the extra bodies right now. And I think pairing him up with someone who does a lot of the hard work, like an Xavier Simino, would be a big, big bonus for them. But he's going right to the NHL. And you know what? Maybe that's for the best because I think he's someone that you can pencil into this lineup next year, whether it be on the wing or at center. Sean Farrell is going to be that piece. So we talked in Monday's episode, I talked a lot about Raphael Harvey-Pinard. You haven't heard that yet because I recorded that earlier this morning on Sunday. But Farrell is someone who I think fits exactly what Martin St. Louis wants out of this Canadiens team. And I'm going to break down why you should be excited and everything coming up in our second segment in this bonus episode. But first, this bonus episode is brought to you by our friends at Athletic Greens. If you need a way to get your day started properly, Athletic Greens is here for you. It helps with your gut health, gives you more energy, optimizes my immune system, and it's better than taking a million different pills and supplements because inside one scoop of Athletic Greens, you get 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day right, to boost your gut health, to help your nervous system, help your immune system, and boost your energy, recovery, and focus, and help fight aging, all with one simple scoop of powder. And it's lifestyle friendly. So if you are vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free, this can work for you as well. And it's cheaper than buying coffee every morning to help get your day started right. And with over 7,000 five-star reviews, it's everything you're going to possibly want in a supplement. So right now, it is time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with immune-supporting daily nutrition through Athletic Greens. Just one scoop and a cup of water. That's it. Nothing else. And to make it even easier, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/NHL Network. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/NHL Network to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Today's show is also brought to you by our friends at Built Bar. If you're looking for that delicious treat in the morning to help get your day started right, you've taken your Athletic Greens, go and reach for a Built Bar, the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar covered in 100% real chocolate, just 130 calories with 4 grams of sugar and 17 grams of protein in each bar with incredible flavors like churro, peanut butter brownie, and coconut almond. And you can go right online to built.com, order them and have them delivered to your house or apartment ASAP, as quick as they can get there. And if you want to go in stores, you can go to Walmart, pick up a 4-pack of flavors like cookies and cream, double chocolate, or coconut puff, or into Sam's Club where you can get a big pack of those brownie batter or churro. You can do that as well. You can thank me later once you have finally given this a shot. It's everything you want in a protein bar. Great in the middle of the day when you need a boost. Great at the end of the day after your workout, or in the morning if you miss breakfast like I do so often. So go check them out at built.com, build your own box, get it shipped to your house. Go to Sam's Club or Walmart and find what you're looking for today. We are back here in the bonus episode of Locked On Canadiens. And I got to say, Sean Farrell is a Montreal Canadien. As Andrew Berkshire put it on Game Over Montreal, we are Farrell for Sean Farrell on this podcast because he is someone that I have tied a lot of my prospect knowledge and worth to, that I have staked my claim that Sean Farrell is going to be that guy. And when he went back to the USHL, I had concerns. He's already done pretty well in the USHL. Going back, is he just going to kind of waffle for a little while here and then, see where he ends up? And he went back, and like I said, he in the USHL that year, 101 points in 53 games. By far the top scoring player in the league. The second highest scoring player on his team was Matthew Coronado, 85 points, and then Josh Doan, 70 points, then Eric Middendorf, 68 points. The next highest non-Chicago Steel player on that list was Daniil Gushchin, playing for Muskegon, the Lumberjacks, 64 points overall. The team that was that he had that year was nothing short of ridiculous, because you want to know who only had 36 points in 49 games that year? Current second likely overall draft pick, Adam Fantilli. A very, very good team. And Sean Farrell managed to stand so far ahead of them that year that it is impressive. Elite Prospects had him as their 42nd rated player going into the draft that year. He went 124th overall. And yes, no one is perfect. Everything changes a little bit. But Sean Farrell is that modern style player that you should be excited for. Every level that he's played at, under 16, 35 points in 30 games. U.S. high school prep system, 55 points in 28 games. First season with the National Team Development Program junior team, 20 points in 34 games. And in the U.S. Development Program, 61 games, 40 points. U.S. under 18 team, 38 points in 64 games. In the USHL, 19 points in 28 games. 56 points in 44 games in his draft year. Then 101 points in 53. 28 and 24 with Harvard. And then he went to the Olympics. Like, Sean Farrell was a U.S. Olympian, put up 6 points in 4 games, and then put up 6 points in 10 games at the World Championships afterwards, and then came back to Harvard this year, put up 53 points in 34 games. And if I'm looking at scoring in the NCAA, he is 4th. Top of the list, Adam Fantilli, 63 points in 34 games. Logan Cooley, 57 points in 37. Colin Graff at Quinnipiac, undrafted, 56 points in 38. And then it is Sean Farrell ahead of Jimmy Snuggerud, Ryan McAllister, and then Lane Hudson at 7. It's hard to not feel excited about this, in that he brings a smart playmaking element to this, in that when you have your Cole Caulfields healthy, when Josh Anderson is healthy, you have so many options for him to work and get them the puck that you should see those numbers increase. And I'm very excited to see what the Canadiens do with him, because they can put him as a winger on the top line. You have Nick Suzuki and Sean Farrell feeding pucks around, and Raphael Harvey-Pinard finishing plays off. Sick. Put him on the second line. You have him working with Kirby Doc and Jonathan Drouin, both who are very good playmakers in their own right. There's no real downside here for what the Canadiens can do. And I'm very excited to see what the future holds here, because I'm penciling him into my Canadiens lineup for next season in 2023. I think he's good enough that he has definitely earned that there. Sound off in the comments below. I know this is a shorter episode, but this is a bonus where we are just here to talk about Sean Farrell joining the Montreal Canadiens. It was not unexpected. I just didn't expect news until maybe Monday. Give everyone the weekend off, recuperate. It's clear he wants to get right to work. And I know Martin St. Louis is going to love that. I'm very interested to see what number he's going to wear, because he wore 90 in training camp. He wore 21 at Harvard, and I don't think he's going to get Caden Gooley's number here. Very interested to see what number he wears. Sound off in the comments with your thoughts on what you're expecting from Sean Farrell. Let us know on Twitter at @LO_Canadiens. You can follow us there. You can follow me at Scott Matla. You can follow my co-host at The Active Stick. Thank you for subscribing wherever you get your daily podcast. I know, again, this is a shorter episode, but this is just got to get the news out. Sean Farrell is a Montreal Canadien. And finally, when you listen to Monday's episode, please ignore my stressfully watching Twitter to see if he is signed during that episode. Folks, we're going to see you all after the Sabres game on Monday night. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you all next time.